Star to delta transformation. Consider the three resistors R1, R2, R3 connected in star. Now, by star delta conversion, it is always possible to replace these star connected resistances by the equivalent delta connected resistances, which are R12, R23 and R31 between the same terminals 1, 2, 3. We know that R1 R1 is equal to R13 into R12 by R12 plus R23 plus R3. Let this expression 1. R2 is equal to R23 into R12 by R12 plus R23 plus R3. This is expression number 2. And R3 is equal to R23 into R31 by R12 plus R23 plus R3. This is expression number 3. Okay, we know these are the R1, R2, R3 are the star branches which are expressed in delta branches in delta to star transformation. Now multiply equation 1 with 2, 1 with equation 2. Likewise, multiply equation 2 with equation 3 and multiply equation 3 with equation 1. We get equation 1, that is R1, equation 1 and 2, multiplication of equation 1 and 2, R1 into R2 is equal to R31 into R12. See here we have 1, 2, we have one more 1, 2, then we write R12 square, and here it is R2, 5. Here denominator is same, then we get R12 plus R23 plus R31 whole square. But this is expression number 4. Now we multiply equation 2 with 3, we get R2 into R3. R2 into R3 is equal to, you see here numerator, R12 into, here we have R23, 2 times, then R23 square into R3. This is numerator, multiply both the numerators, and coming to the denominator, both are same, R12 plus R23 plus R31 whole square. R12 plus R23 plus R31 into R12 plus R23 plus R31, both are same, whole square. Let this is expression 5. And likewise, we have to multiply equation 3 with 1. That is equation 3, it is R3 into R1, that is equal to, see here numerator R31 2 times, R12 into R23 and R31. R31 2 times R31 into R31, R31 square is divided by R12 plus R23 plus R31 whole square. Numerator both are same. We get whole square. This is expression number 6. Now add equation 4, 5 and 6. We get 4 R1 R2 plus 5 R2 R3 plus 6th one R3 R1. It is put here. Denominator is same. LCM R12 plus R23 plus R31 whole square. Here in these three expressions, we observe numerator R12, R23, R31. Take it as common. We get here we have R12 and here we have R23 and here we have R plus R31. Here this and this cancel one time. You get R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1 is equal to it is R12 R23 R31 divided by R12 plus R23 plus R3. But we know that R1 of the star branch expressed in delta terms, that is R31 R12 by R12 plus R23 plus R3. Here from this expression we see R1 here. This is R1 R12 into R31 by R12 plus R23 plus R1. This is R1. We replace this with R1. This we get R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1 is equal to, we replace this with R1, that is R1 into R23. Now from this R23, it is R23 is equal to, it is R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1. Here it is multiplied with R23. Here R1 comes to this side, it is divided by R1. And R23 is equal to, okay, split it and we get R2. Here R1 get cancelled, R2 plus here R1 get cancelled, R3 plus R2 R3 by R1. R2 R3 by R1. This is R23 is the delta branch and it is expressed in star branches. Similarly, R12 is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2 by R3, and R31 is equal to R3 plus R1 plus R3 R1 by R2. These are the delta branches. It is R12, R23 and R31 are expressed in terms of star branches. Finally, we get equivalent delta from star branches. Finally, we get the equivalent delta of this given star. If you want and a delta branch, that is R12, that is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2 by R3. Likewise, if you want R23, R2 plus R3 plus R2 R3 by R1. Likewise, R31, delta branch R31 is equal to R3 plus R1 plus R3 R1 by R2. If all three resistances in star connection are of same value, say R, then its equivalent delta contain all resistances of same value of R12, R23, R31. All are same. That is R12 is equal to R23 is equal to R31. That is equal to R plus R plus R into R by R. That means R star branches are same to, that is equal to R. Then here R get cancelled. R plus R we get CR. It is star branches is equal to R in the sense all are equal, that is equal to R in the sense. Then delta branches which are all equal, that is 3 times of star branch, that is 3 into R.